Hey, everybody, as you're coming in, go ahead and get your favorite snack, grab your favorite beverage, tell someone, text someone, let them know that it's time to grandstand. Let them know that Mother Theresa, the other Mother Theresa, is on. Hey, everybody, it's Mother Theresa here on a Tuesday night before Christmas, which will be on Thursday. Now listen, you all, I hope that you've gotten all of your shopping done, that you've picked up everything that you needed to pick up for your family, your loved ones, the things, the gifts that you're going to give, the food that you need to prepare, all of that stuff. I really hope that you have it done. Or for some of you all that have been procrastinating, guess what? I think you have like half a day tomorrow to get it done. Welcome, 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 everybody. I am Mother Theresa, actually the other Mother Theresa from East Texas, Nacogdoches that is. And I am with you on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. live Facebook streaming every Tuesday night unless something else comes up, and I just come on to just grandstand with you. And you may say, for the first time visitors, you may say, well, what is grandstanding? What is that all about? Well, I will tell you, grandstanding is all about the grand things that have happened in my life or the lives of people that are connected to me. And typically what I do is I just talk about what God gives me, offer a little bit of nuggets. And if you all see me messing with something over here, I am trying to find I'm trying to find where I can see your comments. So I will know. I've got it, honey. Honey is right on the spot. He is always right on the spot, you all. But I've got it. I'm just trying to check to see who is here. Now, I know my honey is here. I know my mom is here. And probably my girls, probably my grandbabies and Miracle. If you are tuned in already and you don't see some of the ones that typically is tuned in, send them a text and say, hey, Mother Theresa is on. Let's see what she's going to talk about tonight. All right, let's just dive right into it. Again, like I said, we are a couple of days away from Christmas, and I really hope that everybody has gotten everything taken care of. And if you haven't, that is okay. You still got a little bit of time. But let me just also share this with you all. We've got to remember the reason we celebrate Christmas. We've got to remember that we celebrate Christmas because we celebrate Jesus Christ, okay? And we celebrate his birth. And so if you don't give anybody anything, or if you don't receive anything, just know, hey mama, just know that it's really not about you anyway, okay? But I know how we have commercialized Christmas, and we've made it to where it's all about, you know, Christmas trees and gifts and Santa Claus and this and all of those things. We've made it all about that. But you all, let's not forget the true meaning of Christmas. My husband, several years ago, he began to, you know, talk to me and the girls, and he would always say, you all, we've got to tone it down. We've got to make sure that we are keeping the main thing the main thing. And he would say, you know, no gifts this year, and you know, the girls' faces would get long and everything. And he was really just trying to instill in them that, hey, it's not about us. It's about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. And so just wanted to share that with you right off the bat, is that that's what it's all about. And I think the reason why I love Christmas so much, and not only do I love Christmas so much, but the things that go along with it. Okay, I'll get that. The things that go along with it is because of that. When we think about the birth of Jesus, when we think about, the fact that that's what we're celebrating, I think that's why people are so loving and so kind. At least that I would hope that is the reason why. But whatever, I just thank God for the holiday season. I thank God for the holiday season because not only is it Christmas time, but y'all, that is my birthday time. My birthday, I just celebrated my birthday on Sunday. And thank all of you all who sent birthday greetings and all of those things. I appreciate it so very much because guess what? You don't have to take time out of your day to tell me anything. You do not have to do it. So I don't take it for granted for the ones who sent me happy birthday greetings. I appreciate that. And guess what, you all? I told my husband, when my mom called me for my birthday, I said, now it's official. It's my birthday because my mom called to wish me a happy birthday. And so you all, I am 62 years young, 62 years young as of Sunday. And I am so very happy to be able to say that because so many people do not make it to be in their 60s. And there was once a period, a time in my life when I was having so many, hello there, Tina. I was having so many medical issues that I did not know if I would make it to my 60s. I was falling for no reason. I was just having, some major medical issues. And I thank God that I was able to move past those things and that I believe that God healed me. And so I'm trusting and believing that for anyone that's having any type of medical conditions, guess what? This is the season of healing, season of miracles, the season that God is going to set us free from so many of the aches and pains that we're having in our bodies. And I'm included in that. For the last couple of weeks, I've been walking with my cane because I've had a flare with the condition that I have. And so my walking has been very painful. I've not been able to do all the things that I normally do, but God, you all, but God. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, I'm just sharing what I'm sharing. But I thank God for December. I thank God for the month of December. Not only is it my birthday, not only is it Jesus's birthday, but it's my older sister's Grace's birthday. So she just celebrated her birthday on December 16th. Happy birthday, Grace. I love you so much, my oldest sister, my mom's oldest daughter. So I have to kind of break that up and just say, hey, she's not my oldest sister because my dad had children, but that's my mom's oldest child. So Miss Amazing Grace King, happy birthday. Also, I just wanted to say for you all that you all have been sticking with me, this month has been just a fabulous month. I've been able to do, a lot of great things. And I think the next time that I'm coming on, no, it'll be the week after Christmas. I was thinking it was going to be New Year's, so maybe I'll save some of that. No, I'm going to tell it anyway. Listen, you all, this year, I know it's been a tough year for a lot of people, you all. This has been a year that a lot of people are just wishing it will just kind of hurry up and end. But let me just tell you, I am so very appreciative of the fact, hello there, Net. I'm so very appreciative of the fact that God has allowed me to see some things and do some things that I did not ever imagine that I would be able to do. And one of those things is to be able to create a program or something that I never really thought about, get soul notes. So for those of you all who are fans who have, I say fans, for those of you all that have been supporters of mine for quite some time, you all, Get Soul Notes was born out of me understanding and realizing that really my daughter suffered some things. My daughter Net, who's watching, she suffered some things. I'm going to tell you all about this mug after a while. But she suffered some things when she was a teenager, you know, growing up in my house. You all know that I am a licensed mental health professional. I'm a licensed social worker with background in social work, a master's degree in counseling. My husband is a police officer. So we are people who are, hey Candace, we are people who should have a pulse on what's happening with people. We deal with people. And let me just tell you, my teenage daughter, who was living in the house with me, was suffering through some things, and I missed a lot of that, you all. And it's shameful for me to say, for me, I'm just talking about for me, because I feel like I was so busy going to school, being a wife, being a mom, being working full time, involved with the church, doing all of those different things, that I missed some things. And I'm just going to be honest, and I've shared this with both of my daughters, but I've definitely shared it with Net. And because of that, you know, because of that, and as I was reading her book, my daughter also wrote a book about, you know, some of the things that she was going through as a young child and even as an adult. And if you don't know which book I'm talking about Season for Purpose. I wish I had a book right here. I would show it, but I'll try to make sure that I put something up here in a little bit so you all can know what I'm talking about. But even in her book, she talked about, honey, don't go through there because I'll be able to see you. Oh, you're going to go this way. My honey is on it. But she wrote a book, and in her book, she talked a little bit about her struggles. She talked a lot about her struggles. And so I began to think, you know, what if I was able to send a simple message of hope and encouragement? I'll take all of them. A simple hope of message and of encouragement to the people that I knew, and also to people I don't know. And so that's how Get Soul Notes was born. And so what it is, it's a daily text message that comes out. Most of you all, hopefully, that are listening to me now, you are a subscriber, and I appreciate that. But you get it every morning at about 9:02. That's what time mine's come. And it's just a message, a gentle reminder to take care of yourself, to be all that God has called you to be, and to just take the time to love you, okay? And I often think about my soul notes because even though I'm the one that put all of this together and looked over all of the different messages that go out and, you know, wrote some of those messages. Listen, you all, when they come back to you and it tells you hey, today would be a good day for you to rest, to just lay down all of the burdens that you've been carrying and just rest and take care of yourself. And I had to listen to that, and I told my honey, I said, honey, have you read your soul note today? You know, have you read it today? But I want to share with you all that this would be a great gift to yourself, to get yourself this mug. I'll share with you all how to get it. But this is this mug, and it says Get Soul Notes, okay? And I have those. I have some merchandise. This is what they call merch. This is my first piece of merch that I have for Get Soul Notes. But anyway, you all, I want to just share with you all that a couple of other things. This is the book that I was talking about, okay? This is my daughter's book. And so you can find this on Amazon. You can also contact her, and you can get a copy of it. It will bless your soul. So not only can you get a copy of this, because like I said, when you're thinking about how you can just be a blessing to yourself, and how you can just read, and how you can just think about, the different things that God has for you and he wants you to do. Now, let me tell you about another book. Okay, so I guess tonight I'm going to talk about books, and then I'm going to get on to where I'm talking about. But another book for the men in your life, okay? For the men in your life, if you're so very welcome, baby. For the men in your life, if you are looking for a good reference, a good journal for the men in your life, they don't have to be a dad, but if they are a dad, if they're a husband, or if it's just your son. My husband has written this book called Strong and Steady. And you all, it is a 52-week guided journal for men to write in, for men to put their thoughts, their emotions, their daily struggles. This is also, you can find this on Amazon.com. But this is one thing that if you're looking for Christmas gifts, and I know Christmas is just a couple of days away, but if you're looking for Christmas gifts, here's one idea for husbands or men. Here's another idea for just a good for anybody. This one is good for anybody, you all. Just some good encouragement to let you know that, guess what? Even though you may have struggled, you may have had some things that have been going on in your life, guess what? God is able to do anything but fail. Anything but fail. And guess what? For those of you all that love to journal, and you say, oh, I need a journal. I need a new journal for the year. I have a journal for men. I have a journal for women. This is Conversations from a Mother's Heart. This is Conversations from a Father's Heart. So this is a companion journal. These are both my books, books that I have written. And they're available on Amazon as well. So guess what? If you're needing a gift, contact me. Put gift in the chat. Say, Mother Theresa, I need everything that you're showing me. I need everything that you're showing me. And guess what? We'll have a great deal for you. And then if you just need something else, another gift you just need a journal just to write in. Like I've been writing in this journal. This has been something that I have loved, having just a blank journal. Tales from the Clothesline. This was inspired by my visits with my grandparents in fellowship. This is my book as well. You can find it on Amazon, okay? You can find this one on Amazon, and it's just a notebook. And if you're really looking for something to read, kind of like a thriller or something that's just going to make you say, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was happening in the streets in Baytown, in the streets in Nacogdoches, in the streets all across the country. Here's another one. Now this is a thriller, you all. Abductions, Nacogdoches, Jasmine's story. My husband, my honey, wrote this. Now you can find this by contacting me or my honey and said, hey, I want to know more about this Abductions, Nacogdoches. This is really about some of the dangerous things that's happening in the world of human trafficking. And you all, it is real, it is happening. So if you're looking for a thriller that's based in Nacogdoches, it's not true, it's fiction. But it talks about Jasmine's story, a young girl who was abducted. All right, so listen, you all, I've just plugged a lot of different gifts that you all can purchase from me or from my daughter for Christmas. Okay, so if you've not finished your Christmas shopping, or even if you are finished with your Christmas shopping and you want to get something extra, we've got you covered. Okay, all right. So the other thing that I wanted to share with you all that kind of happened out of the blue. I've shared with you all my story. You all know that I love music. Love music. And I often have shared with you all. I did a little something about my father a couple of weeks ago, and I shared with you all that he was a musician. So, gotta love music, okay? My mom's family, my uncles, they like to sing. And I grew up listening to them singing when we would go to fellowship, when I would be at my grandparents' house. And then, not only that, that love for music was passed on to both of my girls. So both of my girls sing, have done praise and worship for years. I think Ned is on a little vacation right now, but both of my girls are singers. And Candace does praise and worship, still does praise and worship at her local church. My son plays instruments, different types of instruments, and we just love music, okay? My grandson, TJ, writes music, does my jingles for me. He does all those types of things. So we love, 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 love music. And one of the things that I will share with you all, that when Candace was graduating from high school, and one of the things that I shared, now I have to tell y'all a little bit about Candace. Candace was always the one that was singing around the house. Now her and Ned both sung, would sing. They were the Caldwell girls. They used to sing in the churches in Nacogdoches. If you've been around for any length of time in the Church of God in Christ in Nacogdoches, you've heard my girls sing. I'm pretty sure you have. But anyway, Candace was the one that was always singing so loudly, reading musical. Yes, yes, absolutely right, that is so true. Candace was the one who was always singing so very loudly around the house. So much so that I would say, Candace, can you please be quiet? Be quiet. Ned would say the same thing, like, Mama, can you please get her to be quiet? But guess what? Boris was like, let her sing. She's just expressing herself. And so now Candace has children who love to sing. They are loud, just like Candace. Ned's kids are pretty quiet, just like Ned. But the thing about it is, when we go back to the music side of things, God blessed me to learn how to put together some projects, some musical projects that I was able to release, on my birthday. And the release was called, or the album is called, Midnight Mercy. You all, it is good stuff. I have to say myself, it is good stuff. You're going to hear a little bit of it tonight. But not only was I able to release Midnight Mercy, but I was also able to put to music December Smiles. And you all know that December Smiles has been something that I've been doing for the last couple of years, and just talking about, talking about just the things that make me smile in December. And so I am grateful to God that he was able to allow me to put that to music. And so for the ones, you all, my husband is over here tearing up some stuff, y'all. But for the ones of you all that have heard December Smiles, I hope it was a blessing to you, just like it was a blessing for me to be able to do it. But then in addition to that, God said, I'm not done. There's some more in you that you can do with this thing. Okay? And so what happened was Midnight Mercy. I have some other things that's coming out for the first of the year. So y'all just stay tuned. When I say I am so full from just the blessings of God, you all, I am. And I really hope that the rest of you all that are watching are as well. I don't want you to take this, the last part of December, and start thinking about the things that you do not have. What I want you to do is reflect on the good things that God has blessed you with. That first of all, that you're here, okay? That you are here, and that you're alive, you're well, and you may have some ailments in your body, but you're here, okay? You have a place to sleep. You're not homeless. You're not sleeping out on the streets. You've got clothes. You've got food. It may not be what you want. And let me just tell you, you can have a pantry full of food. You can have freezers full of food. And you can be like me for the last couple of days. It's, I don't want it. I don't want any of it. I don't want nothing that's in the freezer or the pantry. And really, I don't even know what I want to eat. I just know I'm hungry a little bit, but I don't want what I have. So it's not that I am being ungrateful. I'm grateful for the things that I have in my pantry. I'm grateful for any and everything that God has blessed me with. And you know, so many times at this time during Christmas, we begin to start looking at other people and we compare ourselves to other people. Well, we do that all throughout the year, but we especially do it at Christmas time because people are posting different things on social media, and you start looking at things that other people's lives in social media, and you start saying, well, I don't have this or I don't have that, or it looks like they're doing better. They look like they're doing well. They just look so very happy. And let me just tell you, it's not always what it appears to be, okay? People are struggling, you all. People are going through. People are just trying to make it. They're trying to do the very best that they can with what they have, what life has dealt them. You know, as I was talking and visiting with my director just a few minutes ago, you know, we were talking about some of the things that have transpired in our community over the last couple of days. And if you know, you know. If you don't know, you know, you don't know. But it's been a really rough couple of days in my neighborhood. Challenging time for our community. And then also, whew, I just have to breathe off of this one, off of that rather. Because even during the midst of the times where, like I said, where I wanted to do my December smiles pretty much every day, you know, there have been several days this month that I didn't feel like smiling. I didn't feel like posting anything. I didn't feel like, being myself. I just wasn't myself. But I'm thankful because what I did tell myself is that life goes on. We pick up, we keep moving, and we offer ourselves and our services to the people that need us. But we are here to make sure that our family is well, that we're well, and that we present ourselves, the very best that we can be, so we can continue to move on. I often say you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if my cup is all poured out, if it's empty, then I can't pour into the lives of other people. And I know that's what God blessed me to be able to do. So y'all continue to pray for the community of Baytown. And you all also pray for my friend, Sister Andrea Henderson, who her oldest son, Tori, passed away on this past week. I think it was this week. And when I think about Tori, I think about him being a young man at Davis Memorial playing those drums. And I tell you, he was one of the best drummers that we had in a long, long time. And then he came his little sister Angie came right behind him, and he taught her how to play those drums. And when I say Angie was a bad drummer, oh my goodness, female drummer. I think she may have been the first one that we had either in Nacogdoches or I'm not going to say that, but she was definitely, I think, the first one that we had at Davis Memorial. She was the main drummer. So my heart goes out to Sister Andrea, Angie, and Fashion, and the rest of the family, Mother Cartwright, everybody. Our prayers are with you, and we love you so very much. You all continue to keep them in your prayers. But listen, everybody, I want to say that I extend Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you all that is listening on tonight that have joined in with me. And I pray that you enjoy the time with your family and your loved ones, your friends. Be thankful, you all. Just be thankful. Be thankful. Remember, everybody's Christmas is not a Hallmark movie. And you all know I love me some Hallmark movies. I love Christmas movies. But not everybody's family is a Hallmark movie. And that is okay. That is okay. All right? And with that being said, I shared with you all, okay, let me see. I shared with you all that I was going to give you all a little bit of Midnight Mercy. And so let me see if I actually have the right thing pulled up. My husband has something pulled up, but I think it's just the, a little snippet of it. So let me see what we've got. Wrong one. Okay. You all have heard December Smiles, because I played it for you all last time. So as we are ending tonight, as I stated, I want to wish everybody a Merry, Merry Christmas. And I pray that you have a great time with your family. And I know Miracle is not here. Miracle told me that her baby is, I think, playing ball or something. So I don't think Miracle is here. But I know she'll check it. She'll get it a little bit later. And some of our other people, listen, you all. Listen to this, okay? Let me see. Tina, you be good to your girls and your kiddos, okay? And you make sure that they have a great Christmas. All right, you all, let's listen to this, okay? This is called Midnight Hour. It's the first single on Midnight Mercy. Lord, you know and I own the copyrights, all of the rights to this song. I've been walking through a valley that nobody sees, smiling in the daylight, crying when I'm on my knees. My heart feels heavy, like a stone I cannot roll. When the weight of my world tries to steal my soul, and the night feels cold and long, I remind my soul of this one truth: you'll never fail me, and you won't start now. God will meet you in the midnight hour, right where your hope runs thin. He will He'll meet you in the midnight hour. He's never late. He's right on time. He'll heal your heart. One breath, one prayer, one line. When you feel forgotten, he's standing by your side. Your breakthrough is coming. It's coming, y'all. Hold on. God will meet you in the midnight hour, right where your hope runs thin. He will lift your head, restore your joy, and make you whole again. No matter how long the night may last, His light will overpower. Yes, God will meet you. He'll meet you in the midnight hour. Yes, He will. Every time you call His name, He'll meet you right there in the midnight hour. Yes, He will. Every time you call His name, He'll meet you right there in the midnight hour. You think so, Candace? Wow, wow, and wow. So if you like that, if you like that kind of going on or carrying on, you need to get Midnight Mercy, because that is the main song. But there are some others on there that are just as powerful. And also the message is the same, you all, that no matter what we're going through in this life, God will always meet us in our midnight hours. And sometimes our midnight hours seem like midnight is like day is never going to come, like the daybreak is never going to come. But I am telling you all to hold on, because in the midnight hours, a lot of times that's when God is really working things out for your behalf and on your behalf. And so I tell you all this because I know I've been there many, many times, is that when it seems like it's the darkest, Jesus, when it seems like it's the darkest and you're ready to give up, you're ready to throw in the towel, you're ready to say, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. Don't do it. Don't throw in that towel. Don't let go. Don't let go. Please don't let go. Because God will meet you in your midnight hour. And then, hallelujah, one of the next songs says that, hold on to me, Lord, when I can't hold on to you. And that's what God will do for us. When we feel like we can't hold on to Him, God holds on to us. He holds on to us and He doesn't let us go. If anybody lets go, it's going to be us. But we don't let, we need to hold on, okay? And let God hold on to us. And then there's another song that says, victorious in the storm, okay? Because we're going to have some storms in our lives. We're going to have some major storms. And then we're going to have some storms that just kind of seem like, oh, it came and it was over so quickly. And we weren't shaken. But we're going to have some tremendous storms in our lives, you all. Don't think we're not. Don't think that you're not. But you can even be victorious in the storm. And then as one of my songs that I think is my anthem, I told my daughter Ned that this is my anthem for my birthday, is that I'm still here. Regardless of what has happened. Thank you, Ned. Regardless of what has happened in our lives, we are still here. It's only by the grace of God. but we are still here. And because we are still here, you all, that means that we've got some more work to do. And the work that God has planned and has purposed in your life for you, guess what? You ain't going nowhere until it's done. So get busy. Do the work that God has ordained for you to do while you're still here, while you can still function. And I pray God's blessings upon each and every one of you all. Heavenly Father, I just thank you for the listeners on tonight. I thank you for them always tuning in, them always being here to support, them always listening with an attentive ear. God, cover them. Lord, I ask you to meet them in their midnight hours, God. And while you're meeting them in their midnight hours, hold on to them, God. Don't let them go. Don't let them go. And even when they feel like letting go, God, you hold on to them. Because I know that there is victory coming, even in the storms that they're in. And when it's all said and done, they will still be able to say that I am still here. Okay, I'm still here. God bless you all on tonight. Listen, you all, it's a great night. It's a great night to just sit back and just think about the goodness that the good things that God has in store for us. And listen, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Because there are times that we feel like, hey, we're not blessed, that we don't have anything to thank God for, but you do. You really do. So as my sister Cynthia would say, often says, and she sends her love, you all. As my sister Cynthia would often say, good night, grandstanders. And I'm going to leave you all with, I'm still here. Okay? I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm still here. I'm still here. And so are you. Y'all, this is my song. You know how them people say, that's my song. This is my song. I've walked through fire with tears in my eyes. Carried storms that felt too heavy to survive. But grace kept showing up, step by step. Holding every broken promise I read. Looking back now, I see it clear. Your mercy held me year after year. I'm still here. By the power of your grace, I'm still here. Held together in this place. The enemy tried, but he lost that fight. He lost that fight, y'all. Kept me standing through every night. I'm still here. I'm still here. Y'all don't know how I'm feeling right now. Woo-hoo. There were days I was drowning in doubt. Moments I wondered if I'd ever get out. But you pulled me up. Woo, Jesus. From the deep despair. Breathed on my dry bones. Said I'm still there. Every scar now sings the proof. Your faithfulness carried me through. here. I'm still here. Woo, Jesus. I'm still here. Whew. And just as I'm still here, so are you all. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.